So guys, what's going on? So let's talk a little bit about celiac disease and how to find a cure or a remedy for it. What I see with celiac disease is people have a thing, well, just go on a gluten-free diet. What I don't see with celiac disease is how do we find a cure for it? How do we find a medication for it? How do we find some sort of something to help us, some sort of remedy? I do see people asking about, can I eat at Red Robin? Can I go to Taco Bell? So one of the things that you could do is, you do want research. And in order to have research, you need funding. And I can tell you some of the things that have worked with other situations, diseases, whatever you want to call it. First, start writing letters to at least your politicians. So today's like May 6th or May 7th. In the Senate, they are putting together a bill of the upcoming budget and where to designate money. And in this bill, they designate money to research different diseases, different everything, environmental things, medical things, all sorts of stuff. And I think it was it was some sort of celiac website that was saying, write your local senator and ask them to include money for celiac disease research. They designate money for all sorts of diseases, you name it. But celiac disease really wasn't on there. Celiac disease never really was something they designated money to. So you have to kind of advocate. The people that have celiac disease have to advocate for themselves. So one of the first things I would do is I would write if you live in a state, you have two senators. I would write both of those senators. I don't care what they are politically. And you would write, I have celiac disease and I'm, requesting funding. Can there be some sort of funding for research to stop this disease? What I'll do is I'll put like a sample letter in the description below. And I would write them a letter where I would mail it with a stamp to each one. I would contact them through Twitter or X, Facebook, Instagram, whatever social media they're on. I would contact them through that, as well as sending them a physical letter with a stamp. You also can call their office and ask. I know that there may be some bills coming up, and I'm requesting that possibly some money be put aside for celiac. And you could tell them celiac disease there's no medication for it. There's nothing for it. There's no medication. There's no remedy. Just don't eat gluten. The thing is, it's not only your diet with gluten. Gluten's in hair products, makeup, Play-Doh, everything. Gluten could be in a plastic retainer. Gluten is everywhere. The back of stamps, the back of envelopes may have gluten. So it's not just a dietary restriction. It's much more than that, and you have to make that known. So I would contact my politicians, definitely my two senators, about putting money in the bill. The other thing I would do is corporations always donate money. Corporations like Pepsi, Tesla, Sony, all of them, IBM, they always donate money towards different causes. And you would contact these companies. I'll see if I could put a list of the companies in the description, or at least a click to a website. And you would write each of these companies. Again, I would send them a handwritten letter with a stamp. I would also try to contact them through, Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and whatever else they're on, saying, hey, I know you guys donate money towards all sorts of different causes, and, you help people. Is it possible that some of the money you donate, something can go towards, celiac disease research? You also can ask these companies, I believe May is Celiac Disease Awareness Month. You could ask them, I know it's Celiac Disease Awareness Month. Could you, maybe make a post saying, that, it's Celiac Disease Awareness Month. And even if they just did a post, they don't have to dedicate the whole website to celiac disease, but, they could put a post, ask them. They probably would do it. But it's more of the squeaky wheel gets the oil. The person who makes the loudest noise gets the attention. And what I'm seeing with celiac disease people is they're just kind of taking, all right, I'll just do my gluten-free diet, which is not the best. I mean, it's actually the best diet. I shouldn't say it's not the best. It's a very healthy diet. If you cut out all the carbs and everything and just went on gluten-free, I guess would be like, meat, fish, vegetables, fruits, things like that, you'd be okay. It's a good diet. But you want some sort of, it would be nice if you did have the choice, whether it was some sort of remedy, right, or some sort of medication or cure, something they could say, look, can't eat gluten, but if you take like a lactose intolerant or somebody that might have some sort of allergy, you take like a pill before you eat and you can maybe tolerate a certain amount of gluten, right? Now, celiac disease has been around for a long time. Over 1% has been diagnosed with it. And depending on where you read or what you read, they're probably thinking that there's anywhere between 3 to 4%. Sometimes I read 3 to 5. I read all sorts of different things. So I'm whether it's Reddit or it's whether it's forums, private forums, or wherever, or just even picking up local books on it. It could be between 3 and 5% that have it that don't even know they have it. So 1% of the population is a lot. At least in the United States, 1% out of 300 million is a lot of people. 3 to 5% that's millions of people that have this, and they don't know, and they usually don't know they have it until it's too late. Until the celiac got it. Other things are happening, and then they finally, for whatever reason, the doctor runs a blood test and a panel on you, and they realize you have it. So I would say start contacting your local politicians, at least your local senators, and maybe even some of your House of Representative members. These are people that control money. And I would ask them, can you please designate some money towards celiac disease research? Can you please do something just to raise, even if it's just to raise awareness, even if you just put a post on your Twitter or on your Facebook, it's Celiac Disease Awareness Month. Everybody, should know about this. Just maybe we could get some sort of, you'll get more recognition, and then drug companies and people will pay more attention to it, and it'll be taken more seriously. Because really what's happening with celiac disease, and when you tell them you have celiac disease, they say, oh, okay, just don't eat a piece of bread or a cake, but it's really much more than that. So with that being said, I'll do some more videos. I'll put a link below into the, at least to contact your senators, and I'll try to link some companies that donate money. I would start contacting them, ASAP. A lot of people say they're going to do things. They don't do things. Really, like I said, the squeaky wheel gets the grease. The people who make the loudest noise get the most attention. If you have celiac, you definitely want to make people aware that this does exist. There's something going on. And then you could have some sort of remedy. I don't know if it will be a cure, but a remedy, some sort of pill or something that might make you go back to eating maybe a normal meal, even if it's once a month, within the next 5 to 10 years. It's very, very possible. There's a lot of drugs and things they're doing that are kind of in different phases, but it's very possible that within the next 5 years, 10 years, it's not, I know it seems far away, but it's not. You could have something that may help you, like, take this pill before you go out to eat, and you can eat a meal. Maybe it's once a month, maybe, who knows, maybe it could be an everyday thing. I'm not sure, but you want to start somewhere. But what you definitely need is money for research. So corporations and local politicians that control the money in this country, the purse, and then really drug companies. You can also send letters and emails and calling and all that type of stuff, contacting them through social media, all of them. Pfizer and Johnson & Johnson. I don't know, Merck. I'm not sure of the name of all these, but you would contact them as well, asking them, hey, can you please help us? Can you please do something? That's what I would do. That's what I do. So I will put some links in the description below. Let's go from there, and then I'll hopefully I'll post some different stuff about how to maybe get some attention, things maybe you can do. All right. Keep your head up. Say your prayers. God bless you guys, and I will talk to you guys later.